Hi Pisces, and welcome to your love tarot forecast for the week of September 3rd through September 9th. I'm going to do this the same way I've been doing this, this being your energy, this being the energy of the person you're dealing with, if or the person coming in this week. If you resonate more with this side than this side, that's fine. You can swap it. However, that's the only change I would make to the reading, okay? So, Pisces, let's see what's up for you guys in the romance department this week. Oh, right there, okay. We have the Grand Cross, the Provoker. So, Pisces, whether you are single, just dating somebody, or in a commitment, it looks like there's a lot going on this week. So if you're committed to somebody, you guys might have a lot of conflicting commitments or just a lot of different obligations you each have to give your attention to. It's like the Grand Cross as you're being kind of pulled and stretched in many directions. If you're just dating, this could be where you might have a lot of different activity going on this week where you're getting, offers that you didn't really anticipate, just a ton of attention. Even if you're single, this could be a lot coming in to your world this week, but it's like pulling you and stretching you. So it's like putting you out of balance in a sense because of how much energy is at play. All right, and what do we have next? The fifth house, creativity. This, in romance is like the start of a new romance, right? So some of you could really be conflicted between a couple different people this week, whether this is just all going on in your mind or this is multiple offers coming into your world this week. It's like Pisces is in conflict between a couple different people, some of you. And this could even be where you're in a committed relationship, but for some reason, like your attention is being drawn to somebody from your past or somebody newer that's surfaced in your life, and it's stirring a lot of emotion within you and kind of confusing you and making you wonder, is this where I belong or is this where I belong? If you are completely single, Pisces, I just feel like there's activity, whether it's wanted or unwanted. There's offers, there's flirting, there's innuendo, you name it, okay? And lastly, ninth house, faith. Wow. Those of you who are in a newer connection or somebody that you meet this week or you reconnect with this week, I feel like Whoa, Pisces, hold on. I got to take this all in. Where do I begin? Okay, those of you who are in a newer relationship, like just dating, you just met or you're just meeting this week or you are reconnecting, it's like there is this deep romance and passion and just flowing between the two of you. And like you see the stage here, it's like we're both putting on our best masks and we're playing out these beautiful roles that the universe has constructed for us, okay? That's what is happening here. And ninth house, faith, that's a spirituality. That's a nice, deep spiritual connection that you're feeling with this other person, Pisces. So again, newer connection, reconnection, or somebody you meet this week, I feel like it's just the romance, the chemistry, the spiritual connection, all of it is so much. Like it's just kind of like, whoa, overwhelming to Pisces, okay? Others of you that are in a committed relationship, this could mean a couple things where you and your partner are completely on point, like we're good this week, but there's just a lot of other things going on in life that is like kind of pulling you guys apart or pulling things at the seam and not pulling you apart in a negative way, just like a lot of different obligations and conflicts with schedules, things like that this week. But you guys look on point, and it's like you want to be together, but all these other things are like distracting and needing your attention and so forth, okay? Let's see here. And yeah, that pretty much covers everything. If you're single, Anything new coming in, I'm telling you, it just, wow, it's gonna kind of blow you off your feet, like unexpected, like, whoa. Those of you who are thinking about like somebody from the past, really hoping for a reconciliation. With all of this here, I feel as though it's like there's a lot of energy that still needs to be worked out before you guys can, you know, completely reconcile. And with the 5th house right here in the middle, it might be time for you or them or the both of you to be in other romances. And you need to have faith in that, because, you know, sometimes if we're with somebody and we really love them, but we keep hitting the same wall over and over and over, and it ultimately causes us to break up, it means that lesson cannot be learned with each other. It needs to be learned in other relationships with other people, okay? And, you know, if that's the case for you, then you need to have faith and accept in that right now. And, you know, what's meant to be will come back together in the right time. But it's just like with this pairing of cards, you know, if you're hoping to reconcile with somebody, this might not be the week for it. It looks like there's energy that needs to be worked out in you and them within the relationship, like lessons with intimacy and, you know, romance in general that needs to be learned at a deeper level. And really, you know, have faith in that and trust that the connection, if it's real on both sides 100% equally, there's nothing that can sever that. It's just sometimes we have to walk our journeys without each other to really stretch and grow so that we can be a much better fit for each other, okay? So let's see what emotions are involved this week. Oh yeah, look at that. Many of you, this is that new connection that's coming in, or like newer connection that you, maybe has surfaced in the past couple weeks, or a new connection coming in this week. And some of you, I do feel like there's some sort of reconnection here, but because this is the 5th house, I don't feel like this is somebody who is like a super serious, significant relationship. This is more like a fling or missed opportunity, or somebody you were just flirting with, you know. And this week may bring you back together, and it's so we could get to know each other much deeper, because, you know, there's some romance to be had. So let's see, Pisces, how is Pisces feeling and the other person involved? All right, so, ooh, Pisces, yeah. See, I told you, this is new energy right here. This is new love, and over here, ooh, look at this, we have engagement. So, first and foremost, those of you who have just recently met somebody in the weeks leading up to this week, or the new person you meet this week, or the reconnection that comes in, like seriously, there's real potential here, and you need to not lose sight of that. If it's like kind of just a lot going on and you guys have this connection but you can't quite connect, or there's a few obstacles, listen, again, you guys are beautifully playing out the role the universe has set up for you, and you need to have faith in that, because I see this like new emotion brewing in Pisces, and whoever is involved is wanting to take things to the next level with Pisces, whatever that may be. It could be a first kiss, a first date, actually being intimate, getting committed, let's move in together. You know, it's different for everybody, but, you know, beautiful energy. Those of you who are in a committed relationship, what I feel is pretty much what I've said, is you guys are on point, and with new love here, this could represent a couple things. Like one of you could have a new hobby, a new job, a new sort of obligation, and that's what's kind of pulling and stretching, you know, the relationship, where there's just a lot going on, even though you guys are very connected. You know, there's this new passion happening for Pisces, and I don't feel like, you know, all right, I'll save that. those of you who are committed and happy, okay, it might be there's this new thing that you're involved with that's requiring a lot of time. It could be a hobby, volunteer work, you know, maybe some of you had a new baby and you're just falling madly in love with the baby, okay? Or it's your partner, there's something new in their world, some new hobby, something that's really, you know, pulling their attention, and there's a lot of emotion. So I do see some committed Pisces out there that are very, very happy and on point, but there's just a lot going on this week, okay? Now, there are some Pisces, like I said, that are in a committed relationship, but somebody else has turned your head or has got your attention, and they really want to take things to the next level with you, whatever that level would be, Pisces, okay? Now, those of you who are just like dating with no real commitment, I feel like we're going to the next level this week. And again, those singles out there could be somebody that's like, Pisces, look, I really want to be with you, and it overwhelms you a bit because it's kind of like, whoa, you know, sometimes when you get what you ask for, you're like, holy crap, I wanted this, but I didn't really expect it to pan out, and now here it is. What do I do with it, you know? But ultimately, Pisces, no matter what your situation romantically, it looks good, and high probability this week for new romance coming into your life, or some sort of reconnection with like a fling, an old flame back in the day, some sort of missed opportunity at romance, you know, just something like that. I don't feel like it was a super serious relationship, whatever's connecting. Yeah. We do have depressed here though, empty, numb, withdrawn. So and then look at what would be on the bottom, free. Pisces, if you've been depressed, down and sad, I just feel like it's this, I don't know, this week looks nice. Looks very blessed. Ninth house is Jupiter energy, which is good stuff, good luck. Fifth house is that lovely, creative, passionate energy. New romances, could be children too. So I do feel like there's this new baby, or maybe new puppy, new kitten, something in your guys' life, and we're just like madly falling in love. But it may be very overwhelming, whatever this new aspect is, even though it's very wanted, okay? So let's see what emotions come out with the romance angels here. All right, so Pisces, we have guilty over here. And over here on this side, we have creative. So we have creative twice. Some of you definitely could be going on dates to see like plays, operas, maybe even like concerts, something to do with the arts. Like maybe some of you are in some sort of production this week, some sort of show or play or musical, and you're feeling really guilty that you don't have a lot of time for your partner, okay? But again, it's those of you who are in a committed relationship and there's this other person that's kind of catching your eye, you are feeling bad about that. Like you aren't, I don't feel, even though this person that you're noticing or whatever is really like feeling you, I get the sense that you feel them, but you aren't like, hey, let me just abandon my relationship that I'm in. Like there's some guilt in your heart. Now, if you're a happy Pisces and you're a cross watcher to a Pisces and you guys are happy, I don't feel like this applies. I feel like the energy of you guys being on point, but there's some sort of like creativity or something going on that's just pulling your attention away from each other, but we're still very good, okay? It's not like you are bad, but there are some Pisces out there that their head and their eyes have been turned and they're not feeling, you know, good about that. They're actually feeling a bit guilty. And, you know, with faith here, Pisces, if you really don't know which way to go, ask your spirit guides, okay? They will light the way for you 100%. But with that guilty there, Pisces, I feel like either somebody's if this is like a return of somebody, they're kind of telling you, Pisces, look, I was wrong, or I'm sorry we lost touch. And they're very creative with their words, or very clever with how they're trying to, you know, work their way back into your world, all right? Some of you, I feel like you might be proposed to this week, and the way that it goes down is very unique and creative. Like your partner has put a great deal of thought into how we're going to do this, okay? Or there's some sort of surprise that they're planning for you. It looks so nice. Okay, Pisces, let's see what the tarot has to add here. And those of you that have kind of met somebody new, they might take you on a very creative date, like something quite unique that you've never done before, or where you guys are like, you know, paint and wine, or just going to the theater, something like that. I don't know. And some of you, this could be, you know, like we're going to a haunted hotel tour type of thing. It's just a very unique date, or what we're engaged in this week, okay? So over here we have the Seven of Pentacles and the Temperance card. Very interesting, Pisces. Over here we have the Queen of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. Okay, Pisces, with this energy here, those of you who are in a commitment, but you're really thinking about somebody else, or somebody else is turning your head, I just feel like, because this position of the Seven of Pentacles is like it didn't work out, okay? I feel that, you know, if you're thinking of leaving your relationship for somebody else, this is saying to you the grass is not greener on the other side, Pisces. It's really, really not greener on the other side whatsoever, okay? The Temperance card is the card of Sagittarius, and then we do have the House of Sagittarius here and the House of Leo, okay? And this is the Queen of Wands, which is fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So many of you, this could involve an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, especially a Leo or Sagittarius. And I just feel that, like, the grass is not greener on the other side. It's really, really not. So, you know, reach out to your spirit guides, ask for clarity, ask why your head's been turned by this other person. What does it mean? What is it trying to teach you? Because I don't feel like you should abandon the relationship you're in for somebody who's recently turned your head, okay? Those of you who are in a happy, committed relationship, again, it's just like you're being pulled in several different directions, okay? And I feel like you feel bad that you're not giving your relationship as much attention this week as you should. And your partner, I think, is like carrying more of the load, whatever that means. And you do feel bad about it, but it's just the way things have to be. And they might have to get a bit creative to make everything work out. But they've got you, Pisces. They're, you know, supporting you. And, now, for those of you who just met somebody new or are meeting somebody new this week, I'm telling you, it's like Pisces is kind of holding back, and you really shouldn't. Like, whoever this is, they're interested in you, okay? Even if we're not outwardly expressing emotions, like they are interested in you. And again, there is for some Pisces, somebody kind of returning from the past that you really never thought you would see or hear from again. And in fact, maybe they owe you an apology, and you know, you guys haven't spoken in quite some time, and you're like, you know, I'm not speaking to you till you apologize to me. And this week, boom, here it comes, Pisces. Kind of like, whoa, I did not ever think that I would hear from you again. And what, you want to be with me and you feel bad, you know? So this is an exciting week for Pisces in romance, based on the reading I'm seeing anyways. So let's take a look at the intimate energies and connection for Pisces this week. All right, so we have the Nine of Pentacles. Ooh, we have the Tower card. And we have the Fool. Okay, listen, Pisces, those of you who are committed to somebody, I promise you the grass is not greener. Some of you are really, really going to consider just going all the way, stepping over the line. And I'm saying, you know, do not do it. You will, even if it was like good sex or whatever, I just feel like in the end, you're going to kind of regret it. Like there's just something about it where the grass is not as green over there as you think it is for whatever reason. Okay. So really keep that in mind this week if you consider, and I see some of you really, really considering. Okay. And, now for those of you where there's somebody kind of returning from the past, like you do feel some sensuality, but you're holding back a bit. Like they really do have to explain to you what happened, like where they went, why they left, and like they'll have to be very creative to convince you. All right, so let's see what's going on. Oh, I didn't go through everybody. Okay, and those of you in a like newer connection, or you just kind of met, or they're returning this week, or I'm sorry, there's a new person coming in this week, you guys, it might move like quick, and I don't know that you are like prepared for it to go that quick, but it might like happen quick. Like the relationship just accelerates and moves much quicker than you thought it would. Okay, so over here on this side we have Temperance. So we have Temperance on both sides now. Okay, there's a balancing of energy that's taking place, or that needs to take place. And here we have the Three of Wands. And then, oh my gosh, look at this. This is the Ten of Wands. This is like man and woman. This is penetration. So, you know, Pisces, who's ever on this side is like hot for this side, 100%. Yeah, because look at what the next card would be. This is the Ace of Wands, and this is, you know, like penetration and connection. But listen, I do have to say, for those of you who are already committed and you're really considering it, here it is. The grass is not greener on the other side. Okay, there's just either you're not going to like having intimate relations with them, or actually doing it is going to make you feel incredibly like bad and guilty and just in ways you don't want to feel. Or you're going to realize, even if it was a good time, like afterwards, like, whoa, you know, I can't do this. Like, I belong in the relationship I'm in, and this just got out of control. Okay, so really keep that in mind, those of you who are committed with somebody else on your mind. Those of you who are happily committed, I do feel like by the end of the week there's this awesome session that you guys are having, and you know, if you haven't had a lot of time for each other for whatever's going on, you know, you guys will reconnect in a very passionate and fiery way. Because over here, other than Temperance, it's all wands, it's all fire energy. So there's a lot of passion and sensuality coming towards Pisces from this person on this side. Okay, now, those of you who just met somebody recently, or you meet somebody new this week, again, I just feel like things progress really fast. There's a ton of passion, and it's almost nearly impossible for you guys to resist each other, all right? And those of you where there's a reconnection happening with somebody else, I do feel like they need to owe you an apology or an explanation about something, okay? And they know it too, okay? They know they can't just fly under the radar and you're just gonna be like, oh, hey, you know, they have something they need to apologize for or explain to you. And after that, I just feel like the energy is very rapidly moving forward for you guys. So Pisces, my God, hot ass week. Any sort of sexual relations that you're having, it does look really, really good. But the only thing is those of you who are already committed to somebody else, I feel like there's some sort of taboo or negative energy, the grass not being greener, something where you just don't even want to deal with it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, so let's pull an outcome card for Pisces here, but Pisces, it looks good. It looks hot. And some of you, all of this attention, energy coming your way is like, whoa, I did not expect this whatsoever, because we do have this here. So some of you could be having multiple offers just show up and you're like, whoa, who do I pick? I like you all. So let's see, Pisces. And look at on the bottom, Tantric Union. Oh, yeah. New love. Pisces, somebody is offering you their cup big time, okay? I know, once again, that you could resonate with this side more than this side, but from my perspective of the reading, seeing you over here, Pisces, it's like you have the upper hand no matter what. Like, all this love, passion, and energy is coming towards you this week. And some of you, there's multiple offers and it overwhelms you because you have connections and feelings for all of them, okay? And it's just like, if it was famine, now it's the feast, and you're like, whoa, you know, I did not expect all of this. Others of you where this is somebody new that you have just met, or you're meeting this week, I feel the overwhelmment comes because the connection is so intense and strong, and it just like progresses so rapidly. And you know, it's like you meet on Monday, by Sunday evening you're like, oh my God, I love you, you're my soulmate. And you're like, no, this is crazy. Okay, you both, because we have temperance on both sides, you both are feeling that, like the connection, you're both like, this is crazy, I can't believe it. Some of you, this is where people are coming back as a reconnection, saying, Pisces, I love you, I want to be with you, please forgive me. All right. Wow. Some of you, you might get a couple professions of love. And again, you are like, I did not see this coming whatsoever. Okay, Pisces? So, fantastic week for romance for all my Pisces out there. And honestly, oh my gosh, look at that. Yep, the very next card would be embrace. Yep. I will leave it on that note, Pisces. You guys have yourself a fabulous week. Take care.